Assalamualaikum. Hello everybody. For this video, I'm making an homage to the very first Kamen Rider Black RX episode I've ever watched, as this month is the anniversary month for the series' Japanese release in 1988. The series, however, never made to Malaysia. So the only way for me and other Malaysian fans could do to watch this series back then was by pleading to our dads to rent or buy it from the video stores or borrow it from our friends. As you can see over here, after I wrapped the aluminum foil ball with the polymer clay I had, I am using the onigiri method to make the eyeball more rounder and smoothen the surface a little bit more. And then I poke a wire into the back side of the eyeball to make its tail. The first episode that I watched was RX vs Hyakkumebaa, the 100 Eyes Witch. At that time, I didn't know that this was the 40th or the 41st episode of the series. I mean, how could I know, right? I don't read Japanese, and these videos were actually dubbed in Cantonese. I speak Hokkien, a whole different dialect. If you missed the caption at the beginning of the video, this is actually the final form of the Hyakkumebaa. In the episode, she turned into one giant eyeball. Well, to say giant is overstating it, because if you watch the video, it's available on YouTube anyway, Hyakkumebaa, the final form in the video, is only about the size of volleyball or basketball. But for this diorama, I'm actually making it, I would say supersizing it. Right now, I'm using that yellow stick to put some wrinkles into the eyelids and its body, tail. I don't know, you decide. This is a tail, but it's an eyeball. It doesn't have a body. So yeah, I'm putting wrinkles because it's a witch. The reviews for this series is not that great from what I've read online. The reception was lukewarm, despite being the only Kamen Rider in the whole series to get a series sequel. In my opinion, honestly, it's not that bad. I mean, you can tell that there were some questionable last minute decisions, like bringing back Shadow Moon. After baking this eye to make it solid, I started painting this Hyakkumebaa final form I started off with the cornea, painting it white, and the body very dark purple, of which that I would lighten it later. After the base color dries, I'm painting the iris, trying to follow as close as possible or having a bit of variation from my references from the episode. Why can't I forget this episode? This episode leaned heavily on the horror element. The scene when Hyakkumebaa was stalking Kyoko from the bushes, and the scene with the empty house was very scary for the 10-11-year-old me, especially because I'm watching this video alone at home. And then, growing up Asian, you must be aware of the sayings when the old people would remind you that when you are alone, you never really are alone wherever you are. There's always going to be something or someone watching. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing and click on the notification button so that you'll be notified when I release a new video. And for those 146 subscribers, thank you so much for staying with me and not unsubscribing. Right here, I'm using a little bit of UV resin to put some sparkle into that eye. I really hope I don't regret this later. The other thing I remember about the series is that he's among the few Kamen Riders that has triple forms. He has a Robo Rider form and Bio Rider form. Too much I wouldn't know, because especially if you compared it to the more recent Kamen Riders. According to the series lore, Hyakkumebaa traps souls in her eyes. So these fairy lights are going to represent the Onibi, the spirit balls, escaping her after she's being defeated by Kamen Rider Black RX. Finally, after I'm done making the Onibi, I'm going to glue on Kamen Rider Black RX, recreating the final scene in the episode. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell button. And I'll see you when I can.